Okay.
What's going on? What's going on, everyone? You know, it's Reek, and this is Too Cool to Con. And once again, we have KK Diamond actually on the actual live stream. How you doing tonight, KK?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing better. I was sick for a little bit and was going through a couple things, but I'm back and I'm better. So I'm glad to be on here today.
Now, this particular live stream podcast, whatever you want to call it, it's opinions, and you want to get some opinions, and probably weighing with your own opinions. That would be um, whatever you want to start with first.
Okay. Well, we can start. Well, I'm waiting for there's a lot of people joining right now because I don't want to. We could just talk about um, these lame ass niggas for a minute, I guess.
Okay, now what's in your book? What's some of the things that stick out when it comes to addressing certain dudes of being a lame? Like, what sticks out in your mind first?
Just look dusty. um, just probably not a haircut. Um,
Let's start
just
with that. With a
doesn't look
haircut,
like that.
that tells you a lot right there. If they ain't got a fresh haircut, or it's not fresh enough, or they don't got any type of waves in their hair or anything like that.
Yeah, and if they just look, that well, I just go. I don't have a specific type. I just like who I like. But I just would think a lame nigga is a person that like doesn't take care of his kids or has like flashy, loud. I don't like flashy. I don't like loud niggas. I don't like a nigga in the mirror more than me. Have to outshine and dress me. Like that's a lame ass nigga too. Like will like not pull out your seat, but pull out his seat and make sure he's good. Like like that's lame ass shit too.
Okay, now going to the loud part. What have you found with the person that's loud and extra about it? I mean, what sets you off
It's
about
just
them?
like I'm loud and I'm extra. So if you loud and you extra and we both loud and extra, we probably gonna fight a lot. So and I don't like a flashy person because that just means you really ain't got shit or you really never had shit. You don't know how to act.
Mm.
So I just be like, I don't like that. I'm more of like, oh my god, like the quiet nigga in the corner. Like what is he doing? Like like just sitting, just chilling. That was the person I would be like, okay, look at rather than the person in the club or somewhere being loud and turn it like that would be like nah. Mm-mm.
So even if they got some little some of the trappings, like some type of foreign car or some type of expensive car, that still won't get you to look in their way, is what you're saying.
Correct.
So tell me this:
Yeah.
do you think a lot of guys play the nice role, but eventually are found out to be actual assholes later on once you get to dealing with them?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of men put up a facade and say a lot of stuff that you want to hear, and then when they get what they want, obviously they switch up. So it's just about learning the signs. But sometimes you give niggas the benefit of the doubt and they still fuck you over. So that's why a lot of females turn cold and people might say they're bougie or they ain't shit. It's because we heard it all before. We've heard it. What you gonna say? I'm sure niggas told, oh, you're cute. Oh, you have a nice ass. Oh, you have a pretty smile. Oh, I want to be your husband. Like, okay, I've heard that a lot of times. Like, you don't know how many times women get hit on. We get hit on a lot every single day. Just like social media, going to the gas station, walking into the gas station. Like, you got to understand, like, females get hit on a lot. And so it's like, you don't know what's fake or real nowadays anyway, but yeah, they do be putting up a facade.
Mm. Now we got James that done chimed in. What's going on, James? Hey, James, if you want to call in and join the call and actually ask uh, KK Diamond something, hey, go ahead. You know the number. Hit the line or tell me to hit your line and I'll put you through. Either way, we can make this conversation happen.
Mhm.
Now, far as your latest situation, I mean, the people got versed with, a couple different things you were going through. What say you look kind of go over what we were talking about before we actually went live, meeting someone new and essentially dismissing someone that you no longer wanted in your world.
Right. So, you guys remember the guy I was telling you guys about, like the first initial guy? I basically cussed him out. And I cussed him out really bad because I know, like, I don't have no business talking to him. So I cussed him out really, really bad. And I hit him up after I cussed him out. And the reason why is because I'm kind of a toxic person and I like that. I don't know, I'm kind of weird, but I just like to have what's not mine or, like, know I can have something at any time type of person. I don't know. So
Right.
that's why I feel like sometimes I act like a dude sometimes. I'm a bisexual and I'll be DMing women and I'm just crazy. Like, I'm just open and I'm just talkative and I'll just hit a bitch with, like, hey, beautiful, like, you need your feet rubbed. Like, I'll be like one of them thirsty niggas. It's funny to me because I laugh because I used to be shy about that type of stuff. But hey, the worst you can get is a not response or, I'm not gay or whatever, and keep it pushing. But yeah, I just, because I know me and I know, like, I've done a lot for him in so little time, dumb me. But, I cursed him out something really vicious because I knew, like, that's really how I felt, one for one. And two, I just knew it's not going anywhere else. And so, but I did like it for what it was. He made it seem like it was going to be more. Like, I've had sex with someone else, like I told you guys about, and I don't even talk to him on a day-to-day basis. I don't care to. And it's like, because he didn't write me a whole bunch of false promises. And the other one, I met his mom, I met his kids. Like, I was going there every weekend for like a month straight. And so, like, I just know he's really ain't shit. So I just cussed him out something really crucial. And I'm actually happy he's not responding to me now. But if he does, I'll probably still talk to him. But I just do that. It's like, once I know you ain't shit and we're really not going nowhere, I am going to test you and cuss you out. And because it makes me feel better. And I guess that's toxic on my behalf. And people shouldn't be treated like that. So maybe that's good.
All right.
But
Let
I
me
would
let
cuss
me
you
let me
like
let me plug James in real quick. He wants me to plug him in. Hold on a second.
Oh, what up, B?
What's going on, James? You're on with me
Man, I'm
and
man.
KK Diamond. Speak up, James. I can't hear you.
What up, yo? Yo, KK, yo, what? Yo, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm blessed, man. I just won my case today, so I won my 50-50 custody battle in my case. So
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, congratulations.
without a doubt, thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate it, man. Long time coming, getting to this, and I'm here now. So I mean, to the platform, to the chat line, to the chat room. You know what I mean? So I'm just blessed, man. Blessed to be here. New job.
You sound really far away.
Yeah, you gotta speak up or come closer to
Oh,
the mic.
my bad, yo. So what up, man?
Okay.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you a lot better. At least I can. You can hear him good,
Okay.
KK?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I just wanted to chime in real quick because certain well, I just came in, man, just to say certain talking points that he was making it seem like the dude was like agitating her, and she's the one who said that she was toxic, that she was toxic. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like type of dude who she's dealing with is like some simp type dude, man, like some blue pill shit. Like,
Wait,
like
let her clarify it first, James, so you know we can know his direction. So, KK, what he's saying, what do you say to that?
But I can barely hear him.
You
But
got to make sure you
what
come
did he
closer to the
call him?
mic, James.
what happened?
No,
Can
no,
you hear
just
me now?
yeah. Okay, go ahead, KK.
I got a new phone, new headset, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you said it seems like the dude is what?
No, it seems like you're the toxic one. You just admitted that you was toxic, so that's why that you do the things.
Oh yeah, I am
Because after
toxic.
you
I am.
do it, you feel better. You feel better after you defamed them or shamed them or did whatever things that you were saying out your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is what happened. So I was talking to him like a couple days on Facebook, and that's how I met him. And then I went to go see him, and when I went to go see him, it was like he was into the third eye chakras. Like people like that, they tend to have an open mind more, and they're like smarter. So I was drawn to that. And when I met him, I was really nice, and we ended up having sexual intercourse, and we still talked. And he was calling me his girlfriend at that point to everybody around him. I met his family, and but every time I would see him, I would be paying for this, paying for that. He didn't have a working phone. He didn't have a car. He didn't have a job. He was like getting on his foot, going through custody battle with his kids and stuff like that. So I was just like very open, very nice. I smoked him out. I fed him because I'm not going to eat around you or smoke around you. Like, I'm not that type of person. So what I'm saying is he sold me a dream. He's like, I love you. We're going to be together type of shit. Like, and I believed it. And so then he just started less and less talking to me and being inconsistent and going days without talking to me, like I explained on the last podcast. And so, and then he went missing. I took the authority to look him up. He never hit me up from jail. I looked his name up, and I was like, wow, he's in jail. And then I caught the bail people, and I worked the shit out, and I got him out of jail, barely knowing this man. So after that, he was talking to me, and then it just started going less and less. And then he was like, oh, I'm not looking for a relationship. It turned to, I'm not looking for a relationship, but we're still talking. Then I was like, no, we're going to be friends. And then the last time I seen him, which was the day before Thanksgiving, we fucked and we kind of argued a little bit because I was upset because he had been ignoring me every other day and stuff. And I'm telling him what I want. Hey, call me. Okay, I'm going to try to call you more. I know I don't call people. Oh, I'm going to text you. Yeah, you can come over this weekend. Yeah, I'm going to try to see you more. Like, he's lying. And I'm like, you're getting mad at me for something you told me you were going to do. And I'm pissed off because you're telling me you're going to do it and you're not doing it. And I'm a good woman, and I give, it was great, and I just think he it's just a long story. But long story, what?
Go ahead, James.
That's just it.
James.
Yeah, man. Oh, nah, man. I was just giving her a chance just to explain herself without me cutting her off.
Oh, okay.
Because I tend to have a problem with that. Like, I don't listen to a person like whole breakdown sheet. But I just wanted to ask her, like, did you have like a father in the house growing up?
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what you. Okay.
Oh, yes, I did. I had my stepfather who was in my life and raised me with my mom, and yeah, I did.
But like, did he tell you like about men? Like what men like the difference between a nigga. Well, I don't want to be using that on the platform. Like the difference between like a boy and a man. Like, did he like actually set you down and like explain thoroughly what's the difference between like a man and a boy?
Yeah.
So, but like as these things was like presented to your hand and like inside your head, like did it go in one ear out the other? because it's
No, I cussed his ass out and told him what I wanted.
See,
No.
when you dealing with a man, right? When you verbalize your words with a man, cussing at a man is not going to get you anywhere. You have to talk to a man. You just can't cuss.
I was talking first.
Hold on. Let me explain this to you. Because when you meet certain type of men, because when you use certain type of language, if you're yelling at a person, all it's going to create is more negativity. Like, he's not going to listen. What a man is going to do is take the negative part of what you say and transfer it back to you as negative towards you, because y'all not getting nowhere at a high tone of both of y'all yelling at each other. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're talking to a grown-ass adult man. But in that case, it's not being an adult, because when you're dealing with a grown man has structure in his life. A grown man has discipline.
Right.
A grown man got like certain aspects and aspirations in his life. Like he have a, like you won't even see a grown man sometimes. Sometimes it may be days you don't see that man because he's working, he's handling his priorities. He's got his own house, he got his own car, his child support is paid up, he have an account. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like when you was growing up, I don't think your stepfather, which is not your biological father, taught you these things that's growing up. Because you would have seen these red flags and you would have went, yeah.
No, it's not about that. It's not about that. I did see the red flags. It was just, I met someone and I don't just go off of that. People are down. Some people lose jobs. So I just got out of a relationship myself, so I was more so looking for fun. He brought up the relationship and he brought up that. And I was talking to him civilized up until he was a liar. And I caught him in his bullshit. Then I cussed him out. But I know the difference between a man and a boy, and I know what I was looking for. And initially, I talked to other niggas and fucked other niggas and didn't cuss them out just because they didn't tell me a whole bunch of bullshit. But yeah, you live and you learn.
Why should they tell you? They don't have to tell you. You're supposed to have your radar up. And plus, you can't blame no other body, though. You can't blame him for his downfall. You got to take accountability for it.
I never blamed him. I never blamed him.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait a minute, James. So what I'm getting from what you're saying, KK, essentially, you didn't treat him a certain way until he kind of, showed how, he really was. You was giving him the benefit of the doubt from the beginning is what I'm getting. Am I right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where she fucked up at.
Yeah, I know. And I know that.
Okay. But I mean, we're all human. James, you got to look, we're all human. We do make mistakes. We're not robots. If we were robots, then we wouldn't be having this conversation.
True indeed, talk though, but like, see, when you're dealing with the garnophacy, when you're dealing with toxic women, or when you're dealing with ugly women,
I haven't smoked anything yet.
When you're dealing with toxic women, you have to understand their nature.
I'm on this podcast.
How they talk to you, how they address you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got toxic women that will disrespect you in public, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Certain toxic women that feels like since they buying you something or you're taking their money, like you're obligated to them like some rag dog, bro. Like, these are the type of women that we're dealing with in our community, bro. They think they could buy you with their money because they're making a certain bracket. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What was I gonna say? Let me see.
Young boys realize this, like, yo, if you don't need to be moving fast with a woman, nor do a woman need to be moving fast with a guy. Y'all need to get to know each other.
Yeah, but let's think about James. Let's think about it like this. People at different age ranges, got different ways of thinking too. You gotta also throw that in the equation. Not everybody's, at a certain mindset yet. So, I mean,
that's the whole fact. I'm not taking nothing away from that, because we living in different times to when I was coming up, or when you was coming up, or when whoever was coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get that. But in order to stop this madness of what's going on in our communities, we have to keep it real though. We have to like bury down,
And people,
not think surface level and think grassroots and think grassroots level thinking. Like, what is the defect of what's going on in our community? Why there's a problem going on? Why you don't really see black love, and how come all these relationships are falling apart? So we have to stop thinking surface level. Then we have to get to the root of the problem in order to.
Let's go into this
But
direction first, James. KK, when you were in your relationship that lasted over 3 years, I mean, what were you looking to get out of that relationship? What did it turn into that you didn't foresee it turning into? Let's have you break into that.
well, when I met him, he actually was not didn't have his own place, and we actually ended up getting a place together. But that was someone that I was gonna marry. Like, we were talking about having kids, and we got our own place, but the problems were still there, and he was like very verbally abusive to me. So that's why it ultimately didn't last, because we were together 3 years on and off. I would leave and come back, and I feel like that's why I have a lot of different triggers, and I'm like even more toxic now than I was 3 years ago, because I was dealing with a toxic person as well. But me and him, we were together for 3 years, and I thought I was gonna be with him forever. I really did. Like, I put him above everything except my job, and but it didn't work out. He put me above everything too, and we were just like both up each other's asses. So I didn't really have a life outside of him. So I was getting like really stressed and depressed and stuff like that. But I put up with it for a long time. But something just told me, like, it's time to go. Like, can't be treated like this, feel like this all the time. So I just ended it myself. But he still contacts me every day, tries to talk to me, and I'm stronger now. So now I can like talk to him and be like, no, we're not going to see each other today, and like really the ball's in my court now. So, but I want to be single right now. But yeah, for him, I did actually want to be with him and like live the rest of my life, but it just didn't happen that way.
Okay. Now, James, I want you to, you said you had an 18-year relationship. At the beginning, it started off different than how it ended. What made it go different in your situation?
well, my situation, like as I got older in life, I look back on my life.
Come closer to the mic.
Um, yeah, man. I look back on my life thinking like I should have never jumped into that relationship quick because I didn't have myself together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was still living with my parents. Should have got my own place and I did like that. Got my own place, work, which I did work, but I didn't have my own place. I jumped into a relationship fast. I didn't understand who I was as a young man coming into a man's age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so when you move in with somebody, if you didn't work on yourself, it's going to create a problem. There's going to be certain situations come up that, as a man thinking, you're not going to be able to handle it because all you're going to do is bury it and take it on both parts, on the man part and the woman part. Certain situations going to come up. Bills going to come up. Spending more time with each other going to come up. You know, having kids. Talking about marriage. Somebody may be slow foot with it. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then when that time comes, nobody is pushing the button to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Procrastinating on it. So certain things come up that women, because women, they got this fairy tale image, how they want their wedding, what music, what dress, the shoes, the bridesmaids.
Now, wait. Well, now, James, you saying that? KK, do you agree with what James is saying right there?
I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, growing up, you want to be a princess, you do think about it, but I mean, some people got, like, I thought about it, but I don't have it all planned out. But I can see what he's saying from that, but I understand where he's coming from.
Okay.
This could be documented by there's countless. When you go to Barnes and Noble, there's countless of books and studies that have been written on this. Countless of white women books of like what type of wedding they even with black women. There's countless of books of how they want to end their how they want their lives to be. And when that don't happen, and a man is procrastinating, she's going to hit that wall. She's going to look back on her life and be like, damn, I spent 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, and you still stuck in the same predicament, like nothing has evolved in my life. You're still doing the same thing. I get up in the morning, go to work, come home, it's still the same old. Some people get tired of the same old. They want to see change in their life. They want to see steps being made. You know what I'm saying? On both parties.
But that's anybody.
That's not anybody, Mom, because common sense ain't common sense to everybody, though, especially when you get into a relationship. That's dealing with a whole new energy, a whole new entity, and a whole new set of problems. You know?
James, let me do a test trial, and we're gonna see where this goes. This is just all hypothetical. Now, say, KK, like, present what you was telling me about, about your OnlyFans and the reception that you got from the particular person that you were talking with, about posting pictures. Ask James and let's see what type of response James gives if you ask him the same thing that you asked this particular man.
Okay. So I was just wanted people's opinion about this, but like, okay, you know how girls do like the premiums nowadays, and like, they're on the video chat or whatever, and like, men will pay for nude pictures, twerk videos, naked videos or whatever you call it. Like, do you feel like that's a woman is like downgrading herself, or do you feel like she's like, would you accept that from a girl you're in a relationship with? Like selling pictures and videos, no contact, no meetup, just like basically sell.
Me personally, it's like a two-sided question to that though, because like right now where I'm at in my life, like I like because everything is going to videos now, like even shopping going to videos right now. Like everything is going to the internet right now. There's no more like waking up, going to the grocery store, like having a conversation with a woman or meeting a woman in a park.
Wait, James. This is, it don't you don't have to overthink it. It's black and white. What you said. Would you accept that?
Me personally, I don't engage in stuff like that. Like I won't even want my woman to do that. You know what I'm saying?
So you would have an issue with that, is what you're saying, if you were the inner.
Of course I would.
Okay.
Of course I would. Of course I have an issue with that. Like
now, give the reason why. I mean, you said of course, but what's the reason why you would have an issue with that?
I feel like a woman's body should be seen with her man. If y'all in a relationship, I don't think that a woman should share her body with the world if that man is creating a lifestyle and he's providing the means for her, that she don't have to do that. If she's my woman and I'm handling my business and I'm paying all the bills, I'm making sure her car payment is paid for.
Okay, now let me stop you right there. Now, KK, now if he was entering a relationship and he said, you know what, you don't have to do that. I'm gonna pay your bills and make sure everything that you need is taken care of. How would you respond to that?
Then I probably wouldn't do it.
Okay.
If that was the case.
Okay.
But I mean, if I met a person and they're like, hey, babe, do it, it's more money, I still got the bills, it's more money, I'll be like, hey, with that too. But yeah, I understand. I wouldn't probably have to do it if, but more money is always good. Why not? But yeah, I understand.
But what
I just don't get it because Say that again. I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
That's
James.
that's logical though. That's logical thinking right there. If a man is selling his business, why wouldn't a woman wouldn't have to stray away now? But on the flip side of that, if I was if I was one of them guys out there who do, like I said, I never professed to be like some type of street dude who knows about other other lifestyles or whatever. But I could see if I was in that realm, you know what I'm saying? Then I could see like, okay, she's doing her thing and I'm doing my thing, and that intertwined with each other though. But if I'm just a working dude, an average dude that's going to work, clocking in, and trying to live a family life, me and her won't work if she indulges into that life. So that's like a whole nother world right there. That's a whole nother.
But think about it like this though. She's James. She's presenting it like if you first meet a person, not like you're already in a relationship, and then she comes about it. She's like, okay, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm thinking about doing this. Usually you got to accept what someone wants to do early on in a relationship. Not, okay, we've been together 5 years. Now I'm thinking about doing this life changing thing that I know you probably got an issue with. It's either at the beginning you're down with it or you're not. That's how you kind of
Yeah,
usually know if
yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're
Like
cool
I
with someone.
understand that. Like I don't have to accept anything, you know what I'm saying, that comes towards my way. Either I could reject it or accept it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all that I will reject that.
Okay.
That's just my thinking.
Okay.
Like I will reject that. That is my mindset, that's my headspace. I never grew up in like all of this technology stuff is new to me, bro. So I don't know nothing about online, PayPal, Cash App, webcams and sites and Instagram like that, and
Okay.
what's the other lady was talking about? The baby something she mentioned, like some terminology.
Oh, you
Man,
talking about a sugar baby?
yeah, sugar baby and all of that stuff is new to me. So why would I get in something that I have no knowledge about? You know what I'm saying? Like that's ass backwards to me. Like I won't do
Well,
something that
look at it like this. Some
about.
women could be versed in some things you don't know, and you could be versed in something that she doesn't know. I mean, each person, teaches one person. So, I mean, it doesn't have to mean like, oh, I don't know about this, so I don't know if I can get with it because each one brings
Nah,
something to the table that the other one doesn't, may not know about.
nah. My thinking is, man, I'm just gonna stay on my lane and continue to do what I've been doing for a minute. And like, if it comes to switching up, and if I gotta switch my character or change the way that I operate in my life, because this is my life, my bus, my body, my mind, my soul. So I'm not gonna switch up to my thinking. And if she's not gonna operate the way that I operate, I don't have to deal with that. So I don't have to switch up. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm a man regardless of the fact, Like, that's just the way I think. Like, we are leaders. We lead the.
Hello?
I'm still here.
Okay. I don't know if his phone died out. James,
Well,
I don't know if your phone died out or not. We can't hear you at all. It sounds like you just straight cut out on the call. Matter of
that's
fact,
okay. No, I'm just playing.
Cadillac J Just, you can call in. I think you still there, James? James, I don't know, but yeah, Cadillac J Just, call in. Matter of fact, I can hit your line if you. Let me see. I mean, we all think different in the world. We got different opinions in the world. So I mean, let me,
That's true.
you know, where is that number? Let me see.
Hello?
Cadillac J Just, what's up?
Yo,
What do you want to add to the conversation?
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. You still there, KK?
Yes.
Okay.
I just got one question real quick though, Rick.
Go ahead.
What made her talk to the guy on Facebook? What triggered for her to really want to go be with him when he sent a message on Facebook? I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to figure that out. Because, no, I'm on Facebook now, and I'm going in right now. I got a couple girls, but I want to know the trigger point that made you really want to go with the guy, even though you didn't know nothing about him, and you gave him some money, and you was fucking up. I want to know that part.
Well, he is different. Well, he's just not like a normal guy. And he's into like chakras, third eye, and like crystals in the universe and energy. And I'm really big on energy and spiritual things. And so when I seen his pictures, it kind of like made me feel some type of way. I don't know, like you got to get the right profile picture, honestly. And you got to just, I don't know, it's just something, his energy. So he had liked my pictures. Like, he didn't say anything to me. Like, and he even said it, like, when we met. Like, it's crazy how everything happened because he liked 3 of my pictures in a row. And number 3 is, like, a good number to them. And it's, like, it's positivity. Like, when you do things 3 times in a row, it happens or whatever. Something like that. I don't know exact words, but it sounded good when he said it. But anyways, he liked 3 of my pictures in a row. So I was just like, I got the likes instantly. So it was like, bam, bam, bam. So I took a look at his profile, and I just, some of the posts he was putting was like funny and like kind of resonated with me. I went through his pictures, and I just thought he was beautiful. Like, I was like, this is a beautiful man. So after I looked at his pictures, looked at his profile, I hit him up, and I messaged him first. And I was like, hey, thanks for the love. And then he was like, oh, what do you mean? And I was like, you like my pictures. Like, thank you. And then he was like, oh, okay, you're welcome. And I was just, because he wasn't thirsty, like I wrote him first or whatever. He was like, okay, yeah, you're beautiful or whatever. And I was like, thanks. And then basically I was like, hey, you want to chat? Because like the conversation seemed like it was going to die off. Because he only gave me that. Like, he wasn't trying to like, oh, yeah, you're beautiful, what's up? Like, yeah, I just friend requested you. Like, he wasn't on no thirsty shit or nothing like that. It was just like very simple. And if I didn't say like, hey, let's chat more, like, what are you doing? Are you busy? It probably wouldn't have got, it may have, I'm not going to say that, but it just like he wasn't pressing no issue. He wasn't like on my bumper. He didn't write me first, like, So after I said, yeah, let's chat, he was like, yeah, sure, I'm not doing anything. And the way he just like worded his words and what he was saying, like big words, like he don't use the average words. And he said like, there's so many synonyms and acronyms. He was like, why use the same shit everybody else say? So he was just talking different, like, and saying some different shit. So that's when I was like, and we couldn't stop talking to each other, like.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, yeah. So what made you want to give him some pussy?
Because,
he's talking all that shit, he's saying everything. You have a good time.
You gotta, first of all, that's why. There you go. That's your answer. Women like mental stimulation. Women like somebody that's going to talk to them in ways that nobody's ever talked to them. Women like, you got to fuck their mind first. And that's basically what he did. So it was like, then you get the body automatically. So it was just mentally, he was telling me everything that I liked. And we had a good bomb-ass conversation. We talked on the phone. It was like, wow. And that's why, ultimately.
So did you know? So did you know that he was just saying that to get some pussy, or you just felt like it was cool?
At the time, I didn't care because I wanted some dick too, and I wasn't looking for a married relationship, and it just sounded good. So at the time, I didn't know if it was bullshit or not. No, of course I didn't know. I thought it was okay, yeah, because it felt so real and it felt.
But like, did you care though? Did you care? Did you think for
did
a second
I care?
This could not be right? Yeah.
I was like, I thought about it, but at the same time, I didn't really care because we were having such a good conversation, and the presence was so good. So it was like I didn't really care if it was not gonna be
So essentially,
real.
since he was into astrology, since he was into horoscopes and things like that, that was stuff he was already kind of keying in on, and he looked a certain way, and once y'all got to talking, he wasn't talking about, oh yeah, I could have you doggy style and hit you from the side. He wasn't talking like that. He was just speaking on things that most dudes don't take the conversation to, is what you're saying.
No, he was speaking nasty. He was. I'm a pull up something he said, y'all. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go to the message. I think I still have it, and I'm gonna just read one of the paragraphs that he had wrote me. Ooh, he called me at 7:17. Oh my God, y'all! I fucking missed it. Oh, and I don't even have it. I don't even have the previous conversation. Oh shit! I don't care what y'all talking about. Damn it. That's crazy.
What'd you say, Cadillac?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just listening.
Okay. So wait, Cadillac, you said you're on Facebook right now?
No, I was earlier.
Oh, okay.
So the notification popped up, and I was just trying to listen to what was going on. I'm with the family, you know what I'm saying? We all doing the cookout, but I walked outside for a second because I wanted to hear what was going on.
Right.
So who we got on the line? We got, what'd you say your name was? KK Diamond, right?
Yep, KK
Yes.
Diamond. Yeah, I think James' phone cut out or whatever, but he was on the call, but I think his phone cut out.
All right, let me ask KK Diamond something real quick, man, anyway, since I'm outside. Hey, KK Diamond.
Yes.
You like to play around, right?
Say that? I don't get what you're saying.
You like to play with people.
Play with people?
Yeah.
She's trying to figure out what way you talking about play with people.
Like,
I'm saying, like,
I don't.
as far as like posting pictures, everything you got. When you post a picture, what do? You just post it to everybody, or you just post it to certain people?
No, I just post it on my timeline.
And everybody comes to you and says everything they want to say to you?
Yeah.
Do you ever look at who's really saying what they need to say to you?
No, it's different. So, no. Spiritual things.
Hello?
So if
Yeah.
I don't feel nothing for it, I'll what?
Wait, turn down the your what you're listening to it, and just listen to on the phone. I think that was James that just came back in. But
You can see my face in here. I'm about to delete this.
keep going.
Okay.
Keep going, KK.
I forgot what we were talking about.
We were talking about when, like, you thirst trap and everybody hits you in your inbox. What do you think about that?
Just a simple thirst. I don't think nothing of it.
So what do you really do?
What do I really do? Like my job?
Yeah. No, as far as like...
No, far as what, Cal? Like far as what?
As far as like, she said something about she was like with a girl under the reception desk.
Oh, because she was a
She said
receptionist.
something about like, do you like girls or what?
I do.
No, we ain't leaving yet. We'll pull up. No, she said something about like that. Like what is that about?
Yeah, she said she did like girls. She said she's bisexual.
Bisexual. So okay. What else you like to do?
I like to I don't know. What do you mean, like?
Like
What are you
involving
in it
what?
for?
Like involving what,
I'm
Cal?
trying to ask you, like, what are you really involved in it with? For what? If you're gonna be like a freak like that and talk on podcasts, we talk on. What do you really do? Like, how do you really get the money?
Well,
Do you really feel like you can really get the money, or do you just want to feel like you're just playing around?
Well, I
Like,
look at it like
that
this, Cal,
type of
like
thing.
JJ. She's about to start her OnlyFans pretty soon, and that's been kind of big, kind of now. So I'll say she's going in that direction. If that's what you kind of asking, we have
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. But I'm asking her.
right.
So, what do you want to do besides this? That's what I'm trying to ask.
I wanna make money. I wanna have a career though, and not do it all the time. But if there's extra money to be made and it's easy money off of something that it was given to me and it's easy money, why not? But what I want to have a career. I do have a full-time job right now, so.
So what makes you thirst trap and think you can play around?
I'm not playing.
I think that's how it goes?
I don't know how it goes. That's it. I just take pictures because I feel beautiful. I'm feeling myself, and how niggas react, I have no control over it. I'm gonna do me. I have a big breast. I have a nice body. When I take pictures, I don't focus on that, but it is there, bam, and I'm not gonna hide it. But I don't do it for any personal motive. And the reason why I was going to start my OnlyFans is only because niggas do come out and say things. So I'm like, hey, they're sitting up here saying this about me, saying this about my body, and they're asking for pictures. Hey, if you're asking for pictures, a dick pic back, it does not turn me on. A dick pic back doesn't make me feel any type of way. I don't get off on that.
Yeah.
Money,
yeah.
I can do something with money. I can get paid with money. I can, give me some money. So that's that. That's it. Nothing more to it. I can't.
Yeah, but big titties don't mean shit either. Pretty titties don't mean shit at the same time.
To you. Some people have a fetish. Some people want to see them. That's your opinion. So
I'm just saying, I'm saying facts.
Okay.
So do you know how to get the money with the big titties, or what are we doing? Like, do you know how to do that? You don't know how to do
that. People just buy videos and pictures.
You're doing it for play. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're doing it to play around.
Okay.
Wait. Ooh, getting off on the wrong foot, Cal. Like, what? Think about it like this. Let me roll back before it start getting too ugly. She. Okay, this. Like I said, the OnlyFans thing. That's popping. She's now trying to get into that since people ask for so many pictures. She's figuring why not monetize that? Why not put a dollar sign on it? Because it's actually people that be buying that kind of stuff, and that could be lucrative for her.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. I was just trying to ask, what she doing and what she got going, but I like it though. She cool.
Okay. Now, James, are you still there, or what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, James is there too? What's up, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's going on, Cadillac, man? You know me, man. This dissect and everything, man, and just trying to get a grasp. I'm facing and stuff, yo.
Now
it's on you. I got to get back to the family.
Okay. All right, Cadillac.
I'll call y'all back in a minute. I'm gonna tune in though.
All right.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah.
But I see both sides. I see both sides of it. I see where Cadillac is going with it. Like when you in tune with yourself and you know who you are and you know women, when you actually know women, and it's like he's like telling you like titties, ass, all of that shit ain't nothing, man. There's more to it. Like your mind, your goals, and what you really trying to do, and all I've been hearing is like easy. It's easy money. It's easy this. It's easy that. Like people don't want to put in, like these days and times, people don't want to put in hard work and effort, and it's all about catchphrases and big words and hoopla.
But think about this, James. She it ain't like she's not doing no work right now. She work a full-time job. She's saying that would be extra money for her to do. Am I right? I don't want to put words in your mouth, KK. Am I right with what I'm saying, or what?
But
That's right.
She's not okay. You working a hard job, I get that, but like, is it like it's not no manly work though? It's not like she's working.
But she's not a man though. That's the whole thing. She's a woman.
Though, but bro, you gotta listen though. You gotta listen to like women want these equal rights, equal opportunities. They want more pay, more raises, but like they're not performing at a high level like men are, bro. It's like everything is coming easy. Everybody wanna take the easy way, y'all, instead of putting it in hard work. That's hard work.
Now think about this. Wait, James, hold on, James, hold on. Let her speak her piece. I know what you're saying, but let her speak her piece. I mean, you're giving generalizations. That don't mean that's what KK is actually on. Matter of fact, turn down your device so it won't get the echoing going.
Who, me?
Yeah.
My phone? So let me just call right back, bro. Let me call right back.
All right. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, KK. I mean, me and you's on right now. Go ahead and speak what you was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, it is easy money. That's real.
Right.
I mean, there's no other way to get around it. Like, it's not. I mean, I don't know what more money is never. Like, why is that bad? I don't know. Like, why? I don't know. I just feel like I do have a full-time job, but if I can make some money for selling a picture of my boobs, why not? And my face is not in them. It could be anybody's boobs, but I actually sell mine, but it is not my face. It's not, I don't have any vivid tattoos or like this is her.
Right.
And, it's a money business transaction. Like, like if they want to pay it and they want to see it, they're paying me money. It's not like people do it for free. People send news to people for free.
That's
so,
true.
Hey, if I'm making a little money off of it, hey, why does that make me easy? I feel like I'm smarter if anything because people do it for free all the time.
Right,
so,
that's true. That is true. Like you said, it's your body, so why can't you, profit off it? Because think about it, there's a lot of people that get those pictures for free, and someone is probably turn around and how they catfish and make money off it like that in a flip way. Versus you could be firsthand getting money for doing your videos or like you said doing pictures and all that, and you're getting all the revenue behind that.
Yeah. True.
Now, let's get into you bumping into an old high school someone from your high school days and how that situation was evolving.
Well, I know this guy from high school. I graduated in 2010, so I'm like, it's almost 10 years since out of high school. But there was this one guy there that I got interested in, but I just never approached him. And now, like 9 years later, we follow each other on social media. So it's just funny that because back then it was just like I felt like he was out of my league, but knowing that guys probably, you never know. So any woman that's listening to this, if you like a guy, you just have to put yourself to that standard. Don't think, you know what I'm saying? You got to flip the script and just know that you're that bitch, I guess. But long story short, he's been like flirting with me and he hit me up and I haven't had sex with him. So, and that's good because I think I'm gonna wait because my past experiences right now haven't been too good.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I met him and I talked to him actually in person, and him being the jock in high school is just crazy when he's really like a low-key, calm type of guy and chill. So I'm just like, excited about that.
Okay.
But yeah, 'cause I don't know. First, I thought it was just gonna be a fun thing because I was like, that's okay because that's what I really wanted because I'm very attracted to him. But now it's like, damn, he really. Well, I don't know. I could be wrong, but we hung out. We had the chance he had the chance to come by himself. He had the chance because when we hung out, he actually brought a friend of his, a cousin or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's not, he's like actually trying to get to know me as a person. I feel so that's like even drawing me more to him. Like for some reason, women like men that don't want to. I don't know. Like I don't know. But for me, I like a chase a little, because I do get hit on a lot and people do press me a lot. I tend to go for the guys that's really like laid back and cool and not really stressing out on it. Like,
Okay.
like stressing for pussy and pressing you and, oh my God, like on your bumper. I don't like that. Turns me off.
Okay. Now
So,
tell me that since you said, we were talking about that, you said women get pressed all the time. It ain't like probably like how some dudes probably they don't get approached. It takes a while unless they're approaching or something like that. But when women, they could get approached. Well, I'll say, what's the average in a day if you go out and you don't got to work or anything? How many times a day do you get approached? Would you say?
if I'm like at the mall or something, at least twice. Like at least 2 times a person will come and say like, hi, how you doing? Or at a club or something, bar. Maybe not really in like a grocery store or anything, but there had at least once you could say at a gas station, grocery store, but if you're at a like club or a social event, like at least, 2 to 3 men. But on social media, it's endless.
Oh yeah.
On social media, it's endless. Like liking pics and hey, you bomb and how can I get to know you? People just video chat me out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, he's weird. Never met him, never wrote him. He's like video chatting me, like, okay. But yeah.
Yeah, Malik Campbell came in the chat. He said chicks get approached smoking at Newport at 10 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
Huh. Man. So now, with all those different approaches, would you say they're all the same, or is something different about them?
No, they're all put in the same category unless it really speaks to me and they're attractive to me.
Okay.
But if not, then no, they are put in the same category. And it could be anything. Like if I like your picture and it speaks to me, it doesn't matter what you say. You know what I'm saying? It's just all on the vibe and the energy I get. Like, I don't know if that sounds weird, but it don't even, you could say, hello, have a nice day. And I'll like look at the person and be like, okay, he look like I'm not interested. I'm not even attracted. But if like, I look at their page and I see, I like their pictures and like, okay, then I'll reply back and then go on from there. But I'm not saying every person I look at, I'm like, damn, the energy is just calling me. Like it doesn't work like that, but it's like if I have like sometimes it does, but I'm just saying not every time. So I don't want people to think I'm like a witch or nothing. But yeah, it depends on the whole feel of it, I guess you can say.
So let's just say
like
this: if you're at the gas station, is probably the same type of approach that maybe will be in the club, or that would be a little different, or that's what I'm trying to get a difference, because we know social media, that like you said, that's endless. People just say they see your picture and, hey, what's up? I'm from here. What's going on with you? But versus actual outside, like,
in person,
yeah,
if they're not cute, I diss them automatically.
Damn.
No, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. If I don't think you're cute and I have a boyfriend. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have a boyfriend. Like I diss a lot of people. Like you have to look really good and like, okay, yeah, you can have my number. But if not, no, I say I have a boyfriend. And a lot of times they be cute or okay looking. I still probably won't do it because I'm like, no, I have a boyfriend. Like,
So essentially, like, okay, say this. You said, because I mean, you kind of spoke on it when we were off, before we came on, if they look good and you give them a chance to get your number, if they keep calling you too much, that could be something that you don't like too.
Right, right. It's just being too much too soon. Like it has to be mutual. Like I get it, some thirst is mutual. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you see her, you know, like yeah, because I had started talking to this guy on Facebook. I haven't met him yet, but he wants to meet me so bad. And when we at first started conversating, I did his picture did like, okay, he's okay, look, he's cute, like I think, you know, he's all right. And we had started talking, so I liked our conversation. But then it just turned into a regular conversation, and then he started like just mentioning sex a lot, like at odd times and stuff, and saying what he would do to me, which is I like that sometimes because I like it, but it just seemed like he was just too thirsty for it, and I told him we might be able to hang out because I was like, yeah, we might be able to hang out later, and he actually got mad at me because he said I got ready, I got dressed, I was looking all good, and I was like, and how is that my fault? And he's like, because you told me earlier to take a nap and we might hang out. I was like, yeah, I said we might hang out. I was like, nobody told you to get dressed.
Damn.
Like that turned me off. Like who does that, you know? But he's 24, so I don't know. But yeah, and then he kept calling me back to back, and I didn't answer. And then he was like, what's going on? What did I do? And he's always apologizing. And it's just crazy because, like, you know, you just want other people to act certain ways too, but you can't get people to act like that. But yeah, we haven't met before. We, you know, barely started talking like a week ago. And he's just like, and then he's like, I only want to talk to you. And I'm like, talk to other people because I'm talking to other people. He's like, no, I like you. I want to talk only to you. What do you want? And I just hate being put on the spot. Like, I don't know. It was just like very turn offish and just like clingy and like we haven't met yet. And then he wasn't even circumcised. So I'm just like,
whoa.
I don't know.
I was going to say, Malik came in, he said, are all these black guys?
Yep.
Okay. That's your answer. Malik, if I'm not mistaken, you're out of Philadelphia, if I'm correct. KK is located in California.
Yeah. Like the thirsty guy, I didn't reply back, I guess, so he just hit me with the well, good night. So I just said good night back, knowing he don't want to end the conversation, but he's in his feelings because I'm not replying back fast enough. So good night. Like I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, bye. That's how I feel. But yeah, these men are a trip. But yeah, I'm still single. I'm not worried about it.
So let's get into this aspect now. You said you got so many people right now that are kind of requesting, you know, for your pictures and things for your pictures. Once you do the OnlyFans, you said you got a crowd so far. I mean, what kind of numbers are you kind of looking for once you get that up and running?
Limitless.
Right.
And then let me just tell you guys one thing. I just told you about I didn't respond fast enough to that guy, so he put, well, good night. So I just wrote back, good night, and he said, I didn't know you were going to sleep. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you said good night, not me. Like, what are you talking about? I hate that. It's like, this is why I'm probably going to stop talking to him because something's wrong with him. But anyways, yeah, for my OnlyFans, it's going to be work, like nude work, but it's going to be subscribers and they're going to pay to see me. And,
right.
You know, I am a attention whore. I do like attention. I'm not going to lie, but like, I know that's bad, but I'm getting money out of it, you know? So.
Well, you know, I mean, I could put you up on some ways where you can, you know, add to that, but let me answer this question. Malik said, are you in the Bay? you're in the like San Diego area kind of, ain't you?
Right, Southern California, like an hour from Los Angeles.
Okay.
Angeles.
Now I was gonna say, once you get to doing this OnlyFans, I mean, you network with other females that's doing that. So then they share your links on their page and vice versa. So then it's like y'all's helping each other out. So if it's someone that may be looking for a certain type that looks like this, you could have her on your page and vice versa.
Yeah.
So to me, that's how I help you get your your subscriber count up for people wanting to pay for your pictures and your videos that you're doing.
Yep, and they're lit. They're lit. It's worth it. And I feel like people aren't dumb. Like, yeah, you can watch porn for free. Yeah, you can go to any website and watch it for free. But if you're following someone on their social media and you're attracted to that person and you like what you see and you like, you're looking at what they post and their feelings, it becomes personal a little bit. So it's like, and they're attracted to you, they think you're beautiful and they want to see more of you and they pay for it, okay. Like, I don't think nobody is dumb for that. Like, people be saying they're tricks and they're dumb, but hey, it's a personalized experience to them, and they think they somewhat know you, so hey, it's to each his own.
Right. Fair exchange is no robbery.
Yeah. But I've been getting like so. I just want to stop talking to everybody because. And then he's gonna post something. See, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna post even though my head is saying not to waste my time again. Yet here I am. Like, you're just sad, boy. You're just sad. Oh my gosh.
Are you talking about the brother that you cussed out back?
No, the guy that I haven't met that's been really clingy.
Oh, okay. That one.
And I haven't even met him yet. But yeah.
Well, shoot, that'd probably be the first person that be on your OnlyFans paying you. You can talk all that stuff while you paying for my pictures.
He offered me some money already too, but I don't want to take his money because that's mean. Like, I don't, Wait
a minute. Let's back this up. You say that's mean, but you'll take money from all the other people. I don't get that one.
Because then he's gonna. I don't know. I just feel like once I feel like I'm using a person, I don't want to do it. But for them, they want a service, so it's different. I don't want to use him because he's already vulnerable and sad and on my bumper. But I can. But I just, and he offered. I just don't, because that'll be me using him at this point, and I don't want to have that karma. And I don't want people to use me because I felt used before, and I can like take all his money and everything. I know what I can do. Like, I see it, and I just
you see it. Oh, you see it, huh? What do you see? Tell me what you see. Tell the people what you see. That's what we really want to know.
I see that I can just run all over him, take his money, probably not give him no pussy either. He probably will be messing with me. But I don't like that.
Okay, you don't like that, but you're getting paid. Come on. What makes you not like it? I mean,
I know. Okay, but I wasn't gonna send him any pictures, so at this point I'd be using him. But I get you. I'm just talking out loud. That was just a thought. But yeah, that's true. But I just don't want to take his money. Okay, I want to take everybody else's money though.
Damn. So it's just something about him, even though he's a guaranteed putting some dead presidents in your purse. You don't want to take his money, his dead presidents.
I know it sounds crazy, but he's too emotional. I don't know. Cancers are something else. He's a Cancer.
Well, think about it like this: anybody that's paying you to see your pictures when It's showing
No,
off.
basically he'll be just paying me to talk to me because he's not asking for nothing like that.
What's wrong with that? That means you don't even have to show nothing. You just gotta have some lip service or talking on the phone. What's wrong with that?
I know, I'm gonna do it. I just, my conscience be talking to me sometimes. Like, I don't want to do everybody like that, but yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I just know that I know, and I probably will. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You know what? You should do it. You know why? Because where do you work? Where do you work? Think about this. Where do you work?
Right now, I'm a receptionist at a psychiatrist's office.
Right. So you need to let them get whatever they need off their heads by talking. I mean, come on. That's what them doctors at your job is getting paid for. The people come in, I feel this way. I've been having these thoughts, and they're getting paid. They'll say, hearing now things of, okay, yeah, well, you shouldn't be having these thoughts. It's already been an hour already. This is the amount for your session, essentially. I mean, you will be doing the same thing, getting paid, not having to do anything. And you can set the amount, that whatever amount that you seem feasible. Like, okay, I need this much for talking with you.
I know, but then it becomes once you start, because he was actually somebody that was gonna talk to me on a personal level, so I try to separate those, like the tricks from the person that I really want to talk to and get to know. So he was like, but he's moving towards the trick side. But I get you. I hear you.
Right. Especially if you said, I don't find nothing really that, I could be really down with his program, but I mean, you could still be down to, be funded by whatever he has to say. And it's like he's getting a service. I get to talk to her, and she's talking with me. I mean, I guess he feels he's getting something fulfilled in that type of way. So I mean, it ain't like you're really doing him wrong. He's still getting a little something, even if it's not really nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we got people in the chat. What's going on? I mean, the hotline is up, so just scroll through the chat. You can hit the hotline. I'll put you through on the call, and you can say whatever you want to say that's constructive. I mean, I guess people can have certain kind of things, but let's kind of stay on topic with essentially opinions, because that's what this is called. You wanted to get people's opinions. We heard some opinions. You have an opinion of your own about starting your OnlyFans page and everything. Matter of fact, what are you gonna call it once you do formulate the OnlyFans?
I don't know yet, but I will give all that information to you guys as soon as I figure it out.
Yeah, because I'm quite sure, even though some people may not want to say anything, but they may want to become one of your patrons to your OnlyFans. I know nobody's gonna say that in the actual chat, but I'm quite sure it will be some, because it not just regulars listen to my channel. It's newbies and newcomers and people that just happen upon it and be like, ooh, wait a minute, what's she talking about? Oh, she got some OnlyFans about to jump off? What is it?
Yeah. True.
So you're gonna offer like what, custom videos or custom pictures? I mean, how's that gonna go? How have you kind of thought that out?
So I plan on doing custom videos, new videos, pork videos, wordplay, sex, if I'm having sex with Pecan. And, what girl on girl, I'm trying to see about that. And it's just going to be entertaining. I want to do a lot of public stuff too. And, make it different, make it, people want to subscribe. And there's going to be a lot of nasty shit on there, I guess you can say. And, things like that.
Now, when it comes with the different females and sex with a dude, how will that go about? Like, are you gonna be like, okay, I think you'd be perfect for my OnlyFans to have a sex video, or how are you thinking about that?
Yeah, I already have somebody in mind that I want to do it with, and it's but yeah, that's basically, I'm gonna say the person I'm talking to at the time is gonna probably be the person featured in it. Like, it's not gonna be a whole different type of different people. Women, it might be different women though.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, it'll be the same kind of guy, I guess, on there.
So you're saying the dude that from high school is what you're saying, or you're not saying that, or
Yeah. I'm just gonna go slow with that, but hopefully, I don't even think I can do it, but I think I need to try to be celibate, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I just had sex this morning, so
God
that's not
damn.
good. I did. It was good. It was with my ex, though. Let me
Whoa,
say
to
ex.
pump the brakes. You talking about the one that needed his lease renewed?
He needed his what?
When you said he was hitting you back because he had to get the lease renewed.
Oh, no, not him.
Oh, not him. Okay. The one you were living with, it wasn't him.
Mm-mm.
So you said your ex. Which ex is this?
This is the ex before him.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's, yeah. So we don't see, but I don't know. We'll see about this OnlyFans thing too, and about the other guy. I guess I guess I'm gonna make him into a trick. I guess I don't know, because it has to be one or the other. If I'm feeling you, I don't want to use you. Like,
But I thought you said you wasn't feeling him.
I'm not feeling him anymore. I was feeling him in the beginning initially.
Mm. The one that you said that tries to press you all the time.
This one is, I've never met him.
Okay.
He just started, writing me and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute, James. You in the call?
Man, I'm back, man. What's going on?
We're just still continuing the conversation. You got something?
Yeah, man.
You got something new to
I
add?
know, bro. Especially when you ask which ex I had to call back. He was like, the one you were staying with, or the one.
No, I had to get clear. I had to get clarity. I don't want to assume nothing. So I had to get
Man,
clarity.
she got a lot of food stories. You know what I'm saying? A lot of ingredients.
Now tell me this,
A lot of
KK, how did you plug up with your ex? I mean, was it through social media? You just hit his line? What was it?
he's been hitting my line,
Okay.
and he just was hitting my line, and I just was like, whatever, and I needed something at the time, so he helped me with like all the things that I needed. So that's why I was like, okay, and I needed some sex, so.
So that's all the things you needed right there. I need some what you got between your legs.
Yeah.
Now Malik said KK out here breaking hearts. You a
I'm
heartbreaker?
getting my heart broke too, though. So hey, everybody's heart getting broken. This bitch, my heart broke. Everybody's heart gonna be broke.
You you got the upper hand on things. So you know what I'm saying? You got the upper hand. It's like that. You
Thank
got all the
you.
best cards when you playing spades.
Yeah.
No, man. Women know man's weaknesses. And let's cut the crap. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Women know what they got, but they're gonna flaunt it. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? If you're weak, you're weak. If you're strong, you're strong. There's no ends but about it. Either you're gonna be a lion or you're gonna be a rabbit, especially dealing with the opposite sex, man. So let's just cut the crap. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She's playing her part. She's a master manipulator. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. What? I know you done said that. Well, KK, what do you say to that? I mean, I don't want to have James putting words in your mouth. Do you agree? Disagree? What's your thought on that? Are you a master manipulator?
No, I'm not.
What would you consider a master manipulator in your opinion?
I first of all, I want to know which part am I manipulating? Which part? What story? Because I've said a lot of things.
If you play the replay back, you did say like, you know, it's easy money, you know, bam, it's there, and if guys like what they see, you know, so I'm gonna send them a picture, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna get this, and like, yeah.
How is that manipulating when they're asking for it? They're asking for it.
But just because somebody is asking for something, don't mean that you have to give it to them. See, you're doing that because you know their weakness, so you're gonna do it because, like you said, it brings money.
I
just
keep it really.
Hold on. You did say if I can make money the easy way, like something I'm gonna do it. Like you have to listen
first
to
of
your
all,
own team. You just can't just throw words out there without remembering what you just said.
No, I remember. How is it? It's not a manipulation. It's very black and white. They hit me up. Hey, do you sell videos? Hey, you got pictures? Yeah, I do. Do you have Cash App? Yes, I do. Okay, it's such and such. All right, I'm gonna Cash App you. Okay, boom, send it. That's it. It ain't no manipulation. It ain't nothing about that. It's pretty black and white.
Right.
And yes, it is easy. But it's no manipulation. I don't have to manipulate a nigga for nothing.
Yeah,
That's what they want. It's very black and white and clear.
Like, you know how to do that though. Like you know how to work your business. It's like you know how to work your own. You know how to work the internet. You know what to do. You know what to do when it comes to your job. Because you know the clock in. You know like that's your boss. Then you have to listen to your boss. You know that you have to listen to calls, take calls, write stuff down, remember stuff. But when it comes to your relationships, though, it's like you're totally out of whack, though. Like, you don't know how to handle that aspect. But you know how to handle everything else into your life. But when it comes to relationships, it's like you lost in the sauce.
And that's okay, because nobody's going to be perfect in everything. Somebody lacking in something. And I wouldn't say that. It's just I'm looking first.
The same effort, like, okay, boom, the same effort that you know how to put into your businesses. Like, you know how to start up a channel or your YouTube channel or that you're going to create one, or as you getting help and you know how to be a master at your job, like you know correctly what to do. So why you can't take the same effort and put that towards your relationship too? Because it works all together though. Like the same amount of time you put into your job and your YouTube channel or whatever you're trying to create in your life, you can do the same thing with your relationship.
But
you can't make nobody act right.
Right, that's true.
Do anything.
That's right. That's right. Think about like this, James. Let me give you an analogy. Because this could play on both sides, men and women. It's some dudes that are considered pretty boys. You know, they got long hair, got a nice physique, and they can get things easier than a brother that doesn't have any of that. And it doesn't have to be that he's some kind of like he's clever at what he does. It's just that the people like how he looks. Particular females like how he looks, and they're willing to do whatever. It doesn't have nothing to do with him being a master manipulator or anything like that. And vice versa with a female. She can look a certain way and dudes will clamor and do certain things that other dudes probably wouldn't do.
Right.
You know, it doesn't have to do nothing about no manipulation. Because think about it like this: a ugly female, a female that's probably flat board, doesn't got a chest or no booty, and she doesn't got a symmetry face, and maybe bumps on her face. She's not gonna be able to get brothers be like, oh yeah, I could see you being undressed or something like that. It's not gonna come as easy to her versus maybe a female that's
That's the
Coke
mind,
bottle shaped. You know what I'm saying?
and that's the mindset that we need to get out of because an ugly woman with bumps on her face, flat ass, whatever, she's gonna have to work twice as harder attracting a man.
Exactly. But think about it
With
like
the
this:
pretty face,
what does the
with the
person
pretty
got to
face.
do with that? I mean, that think about it like this, James. James, if you're like, you know, you didn't have a problem getting women. If you didn't have a problem with getting women, when I say don't have a problem, they find your features or whatever attractive. Like, oh, this is a dark skinned brother with long hair. I love dark skinned brothers with long hair and all of these muscles. It might be another dark skinned brother that don't got any of that. But man, why they coming to you? Like, well, I guess I'm fitting what they like. It's nothing that he's actually doing. It's just you see it just like you see a Corvette, like man, that Corvette is nice. Versus you see maybe a Toyota Corolla or something like, yeah, it's cool, but it's not a Corvette. Is a difference. It's gonna gain different things, and then you might see some people like, I don't like Corvettes. You might see some people that say that. You might see people like, oh, I like a Toyota Corolla. That's it gets me to work.
That's that's the whole fact. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things you don't have no control over attracting the opposite sex, but certain things you do because you see a lot of ugly guys who got some badass in them, and then dudes be like, damn, how the hell do he got that badass woman and he's such because he got different characteristics. You know what I'm saying? Probably charismatic, probably funny, probably you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
It's like
let's think
different
about it
things
like
you
this.
gotta
This is the best example I could give you, James. And KK, you wasn't on that particular live, but the live you were supposed to come on with Ms. Watson. You came in there and you thought Ms. Watson was a certain kind of way by how she looked,
right.
by how she said a key word. But once y'all got to talking, you like, man, she kind of think more like how I think, as you think.
Oh shit.
So, I mean, looks are
Everything
deceiving.
in pictures.
You gotta actually listen to what someone actually says. Yeah, we everybody get caught up on looks. Like, oh, they look like this, but it's about the content of the character. Just like how KK said, like sometimes I can see a dude and he looks all right, but then once I get to giving him my number and we get to talking, he's too pressed. Like I gotta see you. I gotta do this. And you're too trying to
Yeah, that's
be.
what
Go ahead,
that's what
James.
I was like. Because she was like, when she was talking about the pictures, she was like, the guy may call me pretty or this and that, or he's thirst trapping or he's being too thirsty, whatever. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking like, man, can't even call a woman pretty now.
No, but
But
think
it's
of
like,
it, James. I know you want to say that one particular thing, like, oh, she's saying this because that the amount of dudes that approach her on social media. It's not like we're talking about people in person on social media. So that a person sees a picture, ooh, look, her chest is out.
oh
Ooh,
yeah, yeah,
she looks like this.
right,
So they're gonna be saying, ooh, you got a big chest. And I mean, you're saying things that she already knows. So
right, right,
just like if you are some dudes wear gray sweatpants, like, ooh, I see whatever. It might be females that say that all the time. You're like, yeah, I heard that before.
right,
Next, what
right.
what what next?
And like when you dealing with social media, that's like a whole new another world or realm going on. Because you have a lot of guys that just go to work, come home, or you got some guys that actually be on social media 24/7. 24/7, like that's all they do because like they can't even cope with reality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
But see, that's what
that's
plays into what she's
like they
doing
want to do.
or trying to do with OnlyFans. It's like, okay, if she gets approached like this and they ask for free pics, these type of dudes. We're not talking about how you are. These type of dudes. Why can't she make money off of that? Why can't she start her OnlyFans and have
I never said I'm never gonna knock nobody's hustle. That's one for sure. I'm not never gonna knock nobody's hustle. But the way I was um basically coming at it, I was coming at it into a way of like relationship or trying to get to know someone. But I can see now that everybody has their different approaches, different opinions about how you go about out of it. The dating game changed dramatically. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new realm, especially when you got social media, you got different sites, you got different websites now. You know what I'm saying? More people are going on these dating sites now. You got Christian Mingle, you got the other one called Fish something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I know that the whole dating thing and far as making money now, because like they don't have to, like you don't have to be on the top or whatever. Now you can actually like it's easier now. The webcam set up, like I don't know nothing about that, like how to play for PayPal, Cash App, all of that stuff. So the market game changed. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get into it because I'm still stuck probably like in the '90s or in the early 2000s or something. Like I'm not really like catching on to this.
let me say this. Let me say this, James, and this is first choice said it's about preference, and then he also said absolutely nothing wrong with her starting an OnlyFans page. Join the wave. Now, I know James, you were in an 18-year relationship, and you were in the mindset of being with that one particular woman for that many years. So now you're not, and it's like you're thrust into okay. From the last time you were single, you were like really younger versus now you're older and
Right.
a lot of things in life have changed, so it's almost like you got to readapt to something that you're not too familiar with. I mean,
That's see they hit a key phrase. Once you've been dealing with something for so long, life is not going to stop. You know what I'm saying? Life's still going to progress. Things is going to evolve. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially dealing with like dating, it's like I'm totally out the loop. I'm totally out the market. Especially when key words and key phrases have changed. Like
right.
right now, if I use certain words, like me personally, I'm just talking about myself. I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm just talking about myself. There are certain words, if I use it right now, that they'll be called, oh, he's thirsty, or he's something, or he's doing this, because I'm out the loop with these key words.
But James, think about it like this. You said you're out the loop. How old are you again, James?
Shit, man, I'm pushing 30 plus, bro.
30. Just say it.
Oh man, yo, man, I'm 39, bro.
39.
39.
Well, I'm listen to me. I'm 45, about to be 46. And I'm versed in all what you saying you're not versed in. So you can get versed. Is you choose not to be versed. That's a difference.
All right.
Now that's a hindrance. That's a sign of you getting old. When you refuse to update, upgrade, that's the part where you can kind of hinder yourself. It's like you always gotta stay versed in everything. Just like how you was putting all the brothers up on blue pill, red pill, black pill.
Right.
I didn't know about that, but I'm still willing to learn about that. To okay, this is what it means. I never heard it before, but you put me up on something. That's learning. So just as you didn't know what thirsty and thirst trapping is, I mean, you gotta ask somebody. Don't be ashamed. Like, hey, I ain't up on that. What does that mean? Okay, now I know.
Exactly, yo. So that's why, like, when y'all talk about certain topics that I don't know about, that's why I like tend to like say the cut. Like I'll be quiet. I won't like comment on nothing. Like I be trying to figure out. Okay, well, that's something we need to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been out the loop so long. So that's why I just pay the cut until like there's a topic that resonates towards me. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Or I'll ask, or I'll ask you, or I'll ask how to like just like yo, what is that? Or like they talk like that one time like behind the scenes, and then like we both put no that was I think that was channel topic. We both certain words down in the truth. I had to ask him what that was at that time too. So you know I tend to get out of my shell and to ask questions. I don't want to be like a fool, especially now that I'm thinking. Like, I don't want to be like a fool and trying to how that fix it. Like, oh, he's being thirsty there. He's calling me this because he's times. Or,
No, this is the thing about like this, just like Choice just said, James. He said, just ask, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with obtaining knowledge about anything. I mean, it ain't nothing to be ashamed about. Think about it like this. KK, what you think about like, okay, you 27. If a 18-year-old or 19-year-old is saying something that you're not really up on, what you gonna do? What you gonna say?
I'm gonna teach them if they're willing to learn.
No, I'm saying if they're saying something you don't know, I'm saying what are you gonna ask them? Like,
Oh, I'm gonna ask them about it.
yeah, so you can get informed. So now it's like, now I know. Okay, this is what that means. You know, I didn't know. You know, when you start making it like, oh well, I'm from this time. That's what makes you old because it's like, what you're not willing to learn. You know, you got to be willing to learn all the time.
yeah, true indeed. True indeed. Because as the world keeps on going, man, it's gonna get, it's already there. Like everything is like automation right now. Everything is like on the internet. I see channels are building now. Like so many different platforms on YouTube, man. It's like it's endless accounts. Like there's so many avenues, so many ways to make money now, man.
Right.
The dating market changed, everything changed. Even like the way people is putting out videos to enter like the music business. Now you don't even have to go directly to the phone. You don't have to get these bills now. It's like now that people become independent.
Right. They got SoundCloud and everything like that. Matter of fact, hold on a second, James. KK, Choice said good evening, KK, and then Choice also said adaption. You know, you got to learn how to adapt it to your environment.
Right. That's so yeah, there's still certain things that I need to learn, man. So that's why I love coming on to this platform. I love the start. You definitely let me call into the platform, man, and start. And I learned a lot from y'all, man. And I'm glad that I get to talk to y'all behind the scenes and stuff like that. So then I can go in depth with my questions. So,
All right, now let me. I'm gonna ask KK this.
break it all the
So
way down too.
James, hold on a second. I'm gonna ask KK this. KK, now knowing that, I mean, from this conversation that you've been sitting on and listening to, knowing the background that James came out of a 18-year relationship and he's 30 odd years old, does that kind of shape where he's coming from better with you to you?
Um, I don't know. He has his own opinions, I guess. I don't
But I'm
know.
saying from being in a long relationship and not being in it. That's what I'm saying. That type of aspect.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I'm saying, because essentially, like you said, you were in a 3-year relationship, so you didn't have to, well, they're doing this in dating and things like that because you're married, you were in a relationship. I won't say you're married, but you were in a relationship with this one particular person, so it kind of blinds you to what's going on in the outside world. Would you say that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's cool. I respect that. Dang, man. At least I get some type of credit. So that's cool, though.
Yeah, you just gotta stay learning. Don't be afraid to ask if you don't know
Oh,
something.
nah, man. Right, right.
Don't make assumptions either. A lot of people don't like that, like in generalization. Because think about it like this: we are melanated people, we black folks. You know, when we have some melanist people saying, "Oh, and black people like to do this," what are you talking about? You're talking to a black person. You don't tell me what we like. I tell you what I may like. You can't give a
Oh
generalization.
yeah, you know. See, the one thing what makes the world so beautiful, man, is everybody got their own opinion, everybody got their own ideology about things, man. And if we can come to one common chord, that's great. We all selling, and we all trying to get to one course on the land, man. We all trying to make bread, and we all want help for each other. I don't want to see nobody hurt out here. I want to see everybody succeed out here at the end of the day. I want everybody to make money. I want everybody to be happy. Just very simple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want that. What's the first for our black people, man? Come on, man. I'll never deter nobody from happiness or whatever their happiness be, because happiness could be internal or external. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different meaning of happiness.
Right.
You know,
Now let's kind of go in a different direction. I mean, we've been kind of down this route kind of a little bit too long. So okay, we done established that you're gonna start our OnlyFans. Matter of fact, what now? I remember you said when you had the what Cadillac J Just was talking about, when you had the female come into your office. What dating app was that you were on that called the female over to have that little rendezvous in your office space?
I was on Bumble. It's
Okay.
called Bumble.
Now is that just for women meeting women, or is that for
No,
anybody?
it's you could, yeah, it's for anybody.
Okay. So what is it kind of like? Is it set up like how a Tinder is, where you go, okay, let me swipe this way or that way, if I'm feeling this
Correct.
person or not? Okay. So are you active on like now? Is that the only one you're active on when it comes to them type of dating sites, or you got more that you're active on too?
No, no, that was the only one I was active for, but just looking for females. Right now I'm actually not on there. And ever since I've been single, I really haven't pressed to really be with a woman right now. So it's really weird. I've been, talking to men lately, but I feel like it's crazy because when I'm in a relationship, it's like, I'll talk to a girl more. I don't know why. But yeah, I've lately just been chilling, not really talking to girls and meeting up with any women or talking to women. Like I flirt with them and message them, but I haven't been on any like dating sites recently.
Now think of it like this. So you're saying once you're in a relationship with a dude, then that's when you get the urges to have a woman. But when you're single, you don't really get those urges besides just flirting, general flirting.
Right. Well, I guess it depends. It depends. I don't want to say that because my last relationship, he was like he wanted me to stop doing it, so that's probably why I did it so much. But yeah, because in the beginning he was cool with it, but then as time went on, he told me, if you talk to a girl, I'm going to talk to a girl, but that was never initiated. So I was like, I kind of started, you know.
So say it like this. So you're saying he was cool if all both of y'all could have her versus you just having her and him just having you, or how did that work itself out?
So I thought we're gonna do it to where I could talk to him, but he I would have brought a third into the relationship. I didn't because we weren't good and we have to be better, because adding someone else that makes.
But you saying you're not against that if your situation was tighter, then you could see, all three of y'all having fun is what you're saying.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, Troy said rebellious natures. Yeah, so I guess, with him telling you no, that just pushed you more to saying, okay, I'm going to do it anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best lifestyle right there, shit. You don't gotta go wild. You don't gotta go cheat. You don't gotta go to a club and like meet. Like he had the best of both worlds. I don't like. I can't grasp that. Like, how come a dude don't did not like that though? Like, okay, she messing with a woman, well, I'm gonna go mess with a woman too. Like, my dude, you got it right there underneath your nose. And you're not appreciating that though. Like, I don't get that.
But let's size up the situation now. You said you were working 2 jobs during this time, wasn't you, KK?
Yeah.
So, and he wasn't really doing anything. So that made you really not want to be in the mood like that because he wasn't really pulling up his end is how what I'm kind of getting out of it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of understand now, James?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see. Now we got some people in there now. Come on, I mean, I know Choice ain't the only one. I mean, let's get some back and forth of different comments because it's called opinions. Now Choice said KK just ain't found her match. Period. It takes time. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, especially when it comes to financial and like being on the stage raising. You know what I'm saying? She definitely find a match when it comes to that. Like somebody who could match her speed, match her financial bracket, or like what she's trying to, like her goals. Like she needs to find somebody that's on the same page as her.
Right.
You know, that's what it really boils down to know like what do you really want to, what's your boundaries, what you're gonna put up with and what you're not gonna put up with. Like so like when you come to that space, it's like you have to be direct. You can't be like, okay, I'm gonna brush it off and I'm gonna let stuff build up because once stuff build up, you're gonna have an outburst. Like he said, he was like, yo, I just exploded on dude, I didn't cut them out, I didn't did that. So that's like unnecessarily wasted energy right there. Though you wasted a lot of energy for nothing. But I'm glad that you admitted to yourself, or when you admitted to the platform that you learned something from it. So I definitely commend you on that.
Yeah. You got anything else to add, KK?
No.
Okay. Choice said match in all ways: physical, mentally, financially, etc.
That and you have to be disciplined on that. Like you can't waver. You can't even waver. You can't even blink. You can't even then when it comes to that, like you have to be direct. As soon as when you meet that person, you have to know like, hey, this is what I want, this is what I expect, and don't waver off of that. Because once you waver, you know what I'm saying, you walk down.
Now let me say this, KK. Since Choice posed that you done already been in a situation where the financial wasn't there, but you may I'll say I'm just making an assumption you may have had the physical part and the mental part, but the financial kind of still teeter totted the situation. Then you probably was in a situation where they might have been financially, but they wasn't mentally there. So essentially, they got to at least have in some degree all of them. It can't be one missing because if one's missing, it's gonna kind of strain in another direction. Would you say?
Um.
Because like
That
physically,
one more time.
if physically like they can't keep up, like you said, stamina that's physical. So if they can't keep up physical with you, and you like to have sex, the mental and the financial ain't gonna matter nothing to you. Am I right?
No, the financial does matter. It's just like, what are you doing to make yourself better. Like, no, I don't want no bum that's good. The sex dick is not everything. No, I would not stay with somebody. I might have fun. We might chill out on the weekends, like I said. You know what I mean? But no, you need to be financially stable. But I understand that people go through things. I understand that you might lose a job. I might understand it if I'm feeling you and I feel like you're honest and you're, I just lost my job, but I work here. I just apply here and I'm going to school and this and that. And I make money doing this a little bit. You can't just be like just a bum with good dick. That's just not going to get you nowhere. But yeah, it is a plus. If you have, both, that's amazing. But no, I understand that people go through things, but you can't be lazy and not trying to do nothing to better your situation. Like that's something, no, I would not deal with that. But with him, he got comfortable. And I did work 2 jobs for about 2 months, but as soon as, I figured he wasn't looking and trying to get another job as well, like, I kind of stopped it and I stopped going to that job because I'm like, I'm over here busting my butt and you're over here, just going to school, and you can do.
Yeah, take on more things like you're taking on. Like, you're working 2 jobs. Yeah, school's a form of a job, but you also need to bring in some type of money to, offset, what you're doing to try to help the whole situation between the both of you. Correct?
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
Now, Troy said, yeah, she done grown a little bit. Salute, KK.
Thank you.
Man.
Oh, let me-
Well, you got something else to add, James?
yeah, yeah. When it comes to that, I just like the way that she's thinking now. You know what I'm saying? Especially when she said that a man definitely had to have other parts, and especially when it comes to like being comfortable. It's like you always gotta have that eye in the tight. You always gotta have to achieve better. When you start getting comfortable, man, you get lackluster, man. Women definitely don't like when a guy become comfortable. It's like the way that you come in the game, or the way that you're gonna leave the game. Came out with your wallet, that's how you're gonna leave the game. If you came in there hungry, determined, you know what I'm saying, accomplishing your goals, that's how you're gonna leave the game. You may leave the game on a good note. You come in there lackluster, being comfortable all the time, man, you're gonna leave on a bad note, man. Just like she said, the guy got comfortable, so you know what she did? She hit the wall. Everything started processing to her. She got fed up. She cussed the guy out. She disrespected the guy. Did this, did that, and that's how it ends, man. Let's keep it real with each other, man. People want more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't want the same, man, because you can do bad by yourself, man. That's like an old catchphrase. It's like, yo, I can do bad by myself, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I got somebody in the house with me, and I'm still doing that. Like, what part of the game is that, bro?
Right.
Like, I have, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm coming home, and this person is still on the same couch where I left him at for 8 hours of the day. Well, actually 16 hours of the day, and this person is still here on the same couch, same dirty drawers, same socks, same shoes, same stories. Ain't not trying to go out there into the workplace and create a whole new story. How was your day, hon? Oh, my day was like this. I did this today. You know what I'm saying? These things went well. These things went wrong. Like having dialogue with each other instead of having the same ass dry conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know. So
Now,
yeah.
KK, Andre commented, this is for you. He said KK needs to exercise personal integrity. What do you think about that?
Like I need to honor personal integrity.
You need to exercise personal integrity.
Oh, excerpt. Oh, I guess it is. I don't know why, but okay. I feel like I'm very blunt, and I let people know what I want and what it is gonna be. So, I don't feel like I'm doing anything that wouldn't make me not have integrity.
Okay. So basically, like you said up front, you're not hiding anything. This is how I am. I like this. I like doing that. You're not kind of basically trying to portray something that you're not. Hello?
Yes. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. And then
Yeah,
Choice
I'm not. But
Choice Choice said KK's just living her best life right now. Would you agree with that?
not my best life, but it's on the track, and I'm not taking shit from nobody, and I'm not, I'm just living my life to the best of my ability. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I never, I'm not perfect. I'm not looking for a husband today or anything. I understand relationships take time, so I'm really just talking to a whole bunch of people and just having, living my life and being single and not answering to nobody. So how I treat somebody, we're not in a relationship. So hey, don't, you know what I'm saying? That's up to them. But women do it too. It's just, you going off vibes and stuff.
Right.
So
But are you living or are you surviving though? Like that's two different things. So, living and surviving are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Waking up day by day, doing what you're doing the thing what you're doing. Like that's like surviving. So everybody
well,
has their own
obviously I'm
definition of like living. So what do you consider living? Okay, I understand living your best life, like not answering nobody, not this and this. But like, what do you like? Have you ever looked yourself in the mirror and asked like yourself questions like, what do you really, really, really want? Or are you just
yeah.
What are some of those things? I mean, kind of elaborate on that. What were some of the things when you wake up like, okay, I want to kind of set this goal for what would that look
I
like?
mean I take on the day that I do have goals. I do want to go back to school. I do want to lose weight. I do want to have more friendships. I do want to eventually find someone and date them and only date them. But I just really take on the day as it goes.
Right.
Like I'm not really I'm realistic very. So I have like, and when I was younger, yeah, I dreamed of marriage and kids and stuff. But really, I just take on the day at a time and try to be the best person I can be. That's basically it. I really don't. I have goals and stuff, and I do need to work towards them. But I don't. That's basically it. I really just take on the day itself.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we can't say, "Oh, we got it all planned out," and tomorrow I'm gonna make sure this happens. And I mean, it doesn't, kind of work like that. You got to kind of gravitate to them type of situations.
yeah, most definitely,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Because I want to say, matter of fact, I think it's something I put on one of the social media is like, uh, a perfect relationship. You can't find a perfect relationship. A good relationship is built. You got to build it between both of you. A lot of people, look at the outside and, oh, that looks perfect. No, it took each one of them to, hey, okay, I'll work past this. We could build on that to get it to where, other people may see it as being perfect or whatever. When it's not perfect, it's imperfect, you know.
Right.
It takes
Being imperfect
accountability
is
on both
right.
parties.
Right, exactly. That's why I hate them terms 50-50 because they'll never be 50-50. Like you said, they'll never be a perfect. It will never be a perfect relationship. So you got to look at it like this, right? A man gonna a man gonna come in a game with 0 points. You know what I'm saying? He has to build to that 100 points by the things that he does, by the things that he achieves. And these things are actions. A woman gonna come in the game already with 100 points. This by her beauty alone gains her 100 points. But she has to put more to the table too. Like can she cook? You know what I'm saying? Is she going to be respectful to him? Is she going to honor him? Is she not going to disrespect him? Because see, people got these words, love. For me, I don't care about love. Baby. I care about respect. I care about respect over anything else. Anything else, no matter what I do in life, I want respect. And since I want respect, I have to earn that respect by the things that I do. And then over time, she will respect me for the things that I do. And these are actions. These are not words that I'm just going to put sweet nothing into her ear. Like, I'm not actually going to show her about it. Like, she can actually see the things that I'm doing. She actually can touch the things that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on a second. Let me say this. I'm appreciate you calling in, Choice. We've been on for 120 minutes, and I'll say this: I'm glad that you came in. The manyest times you came in, James. I'm glad Cadillac J just came in. These devices are starting to go down, and I'm glad KK was able to come on, but I think we're gonna wrap it up right now. So, um, I don't know what to really add to it. What do you want to say, parting out, KK?
All I would say is everybody has different opinions, and he seems like he's really set in his ways. But everybody's different. Every relationship is different. Every person is different. So you can't really say what someone's supposed to do because you don't know what's going on. But everybody lives and they learn, and I'm living and I'm learning, and I'm talking to different people, and I am talking to outside my race now too. I just haven't really connected that much, but Hispanics have been trying to talk to me and whatnot, so maybe I'll try a Hispanic. I don't know, but yeah, it's just all life experiences, nothing personal. I'm very blunt with people, and I don't really manipulate anyone. I let them know, hey, there's a price, and if they're sending their money from their app, it's not like I'm putting a bullet to their head. They made that choice. So I just want to make that known.
Clear. All right, and with that being said, we out of here. Appreciate y'all coming on and contributing to the various opinions. We out of here.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Salute.